My name is Madhwaju. Where you ask some question to Maya. So let's get started.
What's up?
Hello Maya, how are you? Are you ready? So we have some questions.
I'm good, thanks. You still thinking about rainwater harvesting after our last chat?
No, so we have a question. So my first question is what does effective time management mean in daily?
Yeah, time management. It's basically about making the most of the hours you have, but honestly, I think it's less about cramming more in and more about feeling less scattered while you're doing stuff. What does effective even mean to you when you think about managing your time?
Okay, so my next question is why is time management important for personal and professional success?
Okay, so time itself is important because it's all we've got, right? On a personal level, not wasting time equals less stress, more time for stuff you actually want to do. Professionally, time equals money, but also reputation. When you show up late or miss deadlines, it's more than just logistics. People lose trust. Does that make sense, or am I going too philosophical for this?
Okay, so my next question is what are the biggest challenges people face in managing their time?
The focus on the next message shows with you, like something about, biggest challenges.
Yes,
Ah, got it. Biggest challenges people face with time. Procrastination's probably number one, honestly. Then there's all the distractions, social media, random notifications. But I think a lot of it comes down to people not really knowing what's important to them or what they're working towards. When you don't have clear goals, everything feels equally urgent, so nothing actually gets done. What's your biggest time management struggle personally?
okay. So my next question is how can setting clear goals improve time management skills?
Not clear goals improve time rate, you mean? So I think when you know what you're aiming for, a finish line to run toward, time feels less scary, right? Because then every task is just a step that gets you closer. It's like having a map versus wandering aimlessly. You want to get somewhere, you've got clear steps. What do you think? Does that make sense in your experience?
Good. Okay. How
Cool.
does
Next up,
prioritization
how
help
does
in managing daily tasks?
you meant prioritization? Yeah. So polarization is no role, actually. We're talking about prioritization here. But on prioritization, basically choosing what actually matters versus what just feels urgent. Most people think everything's top priority, but really, it's usually like 20% of tasks drive 80% of results. So you gotta learn what gets you the biggest bang for your buck. That makes sense?
Yes.
Okay, last one. How does keeping a daily schedule or planner help organize time effectively?
Yes.
A daily schedule or planner helps you visualize how you actually spend your time versus how you think you do. It forces you to make choices. Okay, I've only got 2 hours free between meetings. What's actually going to get my attention? And that reminder of exactly what needs to get done keeps you on track without as much mental effort, honestly. You write it down once, and that's your brain offloaded.
But okay, so my next question is what are some
Um,
time wasting habits and how can they be avoided?
ooh, good one. Constant checking a phone, endless scrolling, even just having too many tabs open can eat your brain power. Avoidance wise, set specific times for checking emails or social media. Maybe phone in another room when working. And close those tabs. Seriously, they're like these tiny attention vampires. What about you? Any time wasting habits you're trying to kick?
Okay, so my next question is what techniques can be used to stay focused and avoid distractions? Please give me answer of these questions in detail.
Okay, you want the deep dive on focus techniques? All right, Pomodoro technique. Work in focus bursts with short breaks. Time blocking. Dedicate chunks to specific tasks. Environment. Find a distraction free zone, even if it's just noise canceling headphones. And honestly, sometimes it's about setting boundaries with people around you. Does that help, or do you want me to break down anything specific more?
So my next question is uh, what techniques can be no sorry can taken large tasks into smaller steps improve productivity?
Break down large tasks. Exactly. When a big project is just looming, it's paralyzing. But you chop it into smaller bite-sized steps, suddenly it's less scary. You get quick wins along the way. Write outline instead of write paper, research topic instead of complete project. Baby steps build momentum, you know? It's basic psychology.
Okay,
Still with
so
me?
my next question is what is importance of techniques while managing time?
Are you asking about breaks? The importance of taking breaks? Yeah, super critical. Brain can't run on overdrive forever. Breaks recharge you, prevent burnout, actually improve focus, like giving a muscle time to recover. Think of it as preventative maintenance, not wasted time. Make sense?
Yes.
Cool. You've hit all the big time management pillars pretty systematically. Anything else about this stuff bugging you, or are you good for now?
So my next question is how can technology, apps, reminders, calendars help in better time management?
Ah, okay. Tools and apps. There's a million out there, right? To-do list apps like Todoist, calendars like Google Calendar, obviously. Focus blockers like Freedom, they kill distractions. But honestly, the tool doesn't matter as much as how you actually use it. Too many options can be more overwhelming than no options at all.
Okay.
You got anything else you want to dive into here?
Yes, my next question is how does good time management reduce stress and improve mental health?
I'm not catching those last words clearly. Something about reducing stress.
Yes, reducing stress and improve mental health.
Is that right?
Have you listened to my question?
Oh, at least you make this difficult. I'm not sure what you mean there. Could you maybe say that one again?
Okay, how does good time management reduce stress and improve mental health?
Ah, got it. Good time management reduces stress because less last minute rushing, less forgotten stuff, creates this sense of control, which is huge for mental health. When you're always feeling behind or disorganized, it's exhausting. Being able to actually check things off a list versus just being overwhelmed, that's a real mood booster.
My next question is, what is the role of self-discipline in mastering time management?
Self discipline's key. You can have all the tools and techniques in the world, but they don't work without showing up and actually following through. It's the hard part. Not always feeling motivated, but doing the thing anyway. Consistency matters way more than inspiration, honestly.
Okay, how can someone develop a long-term habit of effective time management?
Start small, don't overhaul your whole life at once. One thing, maybe using a simple to do list for a week, baby steps. Reward yourself for sticking with it and make it feel good, not just another chore. Consistency trumps perfection in free time.
Okay, so
Take one thing and build. Okay, so far, what did you want to say?
okay, so my last question is, how can time tracking help identify wasted time?
Time tracking shows you where your hours actually go. You think you're spending 30 minutes on email, but reality is probably more like 2 hours. Once you see the data, you can't unsee it. It's this brutally honest mirror that reveals your actual habits versus what you think they are.
Thank you if you honor all
Of
these
course,
answers.
covered a lot of. No problem. You ask good questions. Really systematic approach to time management. Have a good evening.